Stability, mobility, and stiffness is what we're going to go over in this video, and these are attributes of the body that we all have, and it is very important. It is pivotal, actually. All three of these are absolutely necessary for movement and injury prevention, especially stiffness. Okay, this is the one that gets the most bad, gets the worst reputation. Okay, stability, mobility, stiffness. All right, stiffness is pivotal for your athletic performance, for your ability to do just about anything. Your ability to bend over. If you could not build stiffness through your low back, your spine would go to pieces and you'd be injured all the time. No athlete would be able to do, no sprinter could be able to run fast, no basketball player could be able to dunk. Stiffness is absolutely pivotal for our performance in life and in sports and in injury prevention. Now, when we get into mobility, mobility is not flexibility. This is something that gets very misunderstood. Mobility and flexibility have very little in common. Flexibility is is more about just how far the joint can bend. That's not what mobility is. Mobility has more to do with the integrity of the joint than it does with the range of motion that it actually has. It's about maintaining the integrity of the joint through the range of motion that the mobility will allow. And so anytime that you get into a situation where you're trying to gain mobility and you're forcing your body past the point where it still has the integrity of that joint, we are no longer working on mobility, we are actually causing an injury. So don't work beyond this, okay? The no pain, no gain thing does not work in the mobility world. It doesn't work in the exercise world either. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be some point in time where you feel a grind and you feel a little burn in your muscle and you're out of breath. There's gonna be those times, but the pain is a signal telling you that something is wrong and you need to listen to it. So no pain, no gain is absolute bullshit. We do not want to cause injury. Nothing stops your progress more than an injury will. Nothing is going to prevent the progress and the motivation and the life that you want to live more than that injury will. An injury is actually the opposite of health. Stability. Stability is not about holding a position. It is not about. It might be. It's not about holding position. But it's not about that. It's about slowing down. It's about keeping the joint in place. We might train it by holding position, but really it's a matter of keeping position. It's a matter of slowing us down, and it's a matter of creating a foundation by which we can spring from. Okay, you wouldn't be able to bend over and pick up your kid without a certain amount of trunk stability. A baseball player wouldn't be able to let go of the ball and his arm not fly off without some stability in his shoulder, without adequate stability in his shoulder. And even something like carrying your groceries into your house. You carry your groceries into your house, you're going to have both of those things. You're going to have stability through your low back and pelvis, and you're going to have stability in your shoulders. Why? Because we're shifting our weight side to side in order to take a step. We're shifting our weight to one side, we're rotating slightly, we have to maintain here, we have to maintain hip position because there's this going on, this shift, right? It shouldn't actually do this, but not if we have stability. So we have to maintain that, and then our arms are holding on to the groceries that without enough stability here, are just ripping our arm off of our body. So we have to have an appreciation for all of these things, and we have to train them the way that they're meant to be trained. This is why you pay attention to the time under tension, the TUT written on your program for like, let's say a scat plane external rotation. You want to come up, 1, 2, 3, hold, 1, 2, 3, down, 1, 2, 3, because we're trying to build stability in there. We're trying to make that rotator cuff be able to slow down the arm, make it have that motor control. We're trying to, when you do a dead bug and you think, oh, this is too easy, you're doing it wrong. Okay? You want to slam down that rib cage, squeeze the butt, and keep that low back in good position the whole time so that this is rock solid. You're trying to build stability. Okay? When you do a deadlift, if you feel it in your back, we did it wrong. We're not using our glutes. We're using our low back to move the weight. This has to create a massive amount of stability in order for the hips to do their job, to drive the legs into the ground and pick that weight up. Okay? This is the things that you need to appreciate about your body. Okay? You need to make this indestructible. You need to make your joints indestructible, and you do that by appreciating stiffness, appreciating mobility, and appreciating stability.